Retirement planning starts during the accumulation phase, which people can picture climbing up the mountain. You're saving for a specific goal and an end point up at the top of the mountain where you're financially independent. But now you really start moving to the other phase, which is the decumulation or the distribution phase, which is going back down the mountain. That's the glide path into and then ultimately through retirement.
I'm Paul Layton. This is my wife, Beth. In my work, I was familiar with the term glide path. I knew that it meant we're going to really look at what our resources were, what our anticipated expenses were, fold all that together and really come up with a plan for us that would work. And I knew we needed one.
The analogy is really tying it to this journey that our clients are on that isn't really that different, whether it's people that are climbing Mount Everest to climbing the hill wherever they are.
It takes planning. You don't just walk off the street and climb Mount Everest. Probably the most successful don't try to do that on their own. They hire an expert or they follow guides that are going to help them figure out what that correct path is. It's the same thing for retirement as well.
I had started to worry a little bit about what would happen if or when I didn't have Paul. It was like the universe kind of dropped Ed and Ross into our lab and said, here, these guys will help you and take care of you.
I'd say they're probably about 2/3 of the way up the mountain. They've made a lot of progress, right? Their balance sheet is starting to look like what it's going to need to look like heading into retirement. They still have kind of this critical steep ascent into the last 5 to 10 years before they get to retirement.
One of the biggest questions we get from our clients is, well, how do I know when I'm at the summit? Or for them, when can I be done? And part of the clarity we provide them, is there another summit they truly could hit and other places they can go because they have been such good planners. It is really fun for them to see that not only is the plan working, but they start enjoying it more and more as well.
The glide path, if you think about it being smooth, it happens because they work with experts like us. They help prepare them along the way, as well as prepare them for the trip down the mountain, and then really being there with them every step of the way.
McGill Junge did a really good job of explaining how all this works, what it means, how it fits together.
And how they would test it for a whole bunch of different conditions that we might be faced with. It just gave me that comfort level and confidence that I needed.
Our job is to be doing all the work in the background so that you can enjoy that path down.